It's about time that this team does something. Before we even get into it, fuck all of you. Fuck every single one of you. I heard all of y'all talking that shit last podcast that I missed. I heard every single one of you assholes talking all that shit. Leader is back. I am here, baby. Loud and proud. Like I never missed a beat. So all of you, I can't hear you, Ryan. I muted every single one of you assholes because you wanted to talk that shit. You wanted to talk that shit.
I'm not muted anymore, boy.
Oh, okay. So Ben found a way around it.
Yeah, I don't know what this talking all that shit means. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what it means. I don't know what you're talking about. What shit
I mean,
are
we
talking
only carried the fucking podcast for you last week. That's all. I'm glad you could finally make it, though. How was your bananas game, buddy?
It was great. It was great.
I gotta get to one of those.
It's different. It is different, but it was fun.
It's a good time.
It was fun.
They are a good time.
Yes.
If you want to get fucked up and watch dudes dance, great time.
That's what we did. We
no homo, right?
yeah. I started every time they have the dancing umpires and stuff. So there would be a dribbler back to the pitcher, and they'd throw it to first, and I mean he's out by a mile. And I'm standing up in the crowd, and I'm like, Blue, what are you doing? And I did it 3 separate times, and he looked back at me, and I just had my arms up in the air. He started doing, tear crying, and I had my Braves jersey on, and he did that, saying we suck. But, well, speaking of that, the Atlanta Braves do not fucking suck anymore, by God. First sweep since August 26, 7, and 8 of last year. Versus who? You fucking guessed it, the Minnesota Twins. Anybody got anything to add?
Yeah.
We're taking our revenge on the 91 World Series.
It was a battle of the shitters this weekend.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. We were the least shittiest team. So
yeah.
Let's take that in
by a mile, if I say so myself.
Yes.
By a mile.
It wasn't close. It was not close. So
this is what we've been needing. This is what we've been needing and been looking forward to since spring training.
You think there's a new just dirt ring around the bases from where the newest Braves outfielder was just dragging his nuts across the bases every time he came up to the plate?
I am not going to lie. I was not for the Verdugo signing, but obviously AA had stuff planned. He knew a little bit more than we did. Talking about that asshole who got popped for PEDs, but for I think it was $1.5 million. If he keeps playing like he's been playing, oh my gosh, is that a steal? And that's good for both sides because he'll definitely get some kind of deal next year.
Yeah.
Well, since you say that, Jeb, I have been an Alex Verdugo believer, and I've been saying as such in the chat. You guys know.
Jose?
So I'm just happy that he is producing. I'm happy that he's producing. I'm liking the aura we're seeing from him, the swagger he's displaying. This is just exactly what this team has needed. So, is he always going to be performing this well? Probably not. He's been a career right around 100 WRC plus hitter, and that's totally fine. I'm okay with that. League average production is what I was hoping for going into this. So, nothing but good things to say for Alex Verdugo so far.
I mean, the only reason is because we didn't know about the whole Profar thing, and I was like, where the hell is this guy going to play? We have Acuna coming back in a month. If that. But, I guess he's found a home now.
Yeah,
all right, we want to jump into game one?
Might as well.
Future NPB ace Bryce Elder was on the mound. Who did they have going for them?
Chris Paddock.
Yeah.
That's right. It's
Chris
battle of the mid.
Jeez.
I mean, what was it? 4-1 after 7?
Chris Paddock might as well have been prime Pedro Martinez through like 5 innings. I mean, he was just that offense looked dead once again.
It did.
Yeah, it was 4-0 till the 5th, and then Jared Kelnick hit a bomb in the bottom of the 5th. I guess we'll get into that conversation later. And then
Overall,
nobody's
good series for him.
Yeah,
It was.
yeah.
Very good series for him. I'll give him that.
We're gonna shit on him, but then we're also gonna talk some good about him. All right. So we'll get
JK,
into that.
if you're listening, your time's coming, buddy.
Yeah.
Just wait.
It's not even about the results either. Like, he's had some really solid at bats lately, so it's just been really nice to see from him.
From what I saw, the at-bats today, he looked like he did go back to that spring training stuff where he kind of lowered his hands and he was a little bit more limber.
We will get into it, Jeb. We will get into it.
All right.
Stay on task.
Then nobody scored. The Braves put up 5 in the bottom of the 8th. This is the comeback team that we have been dying to see, that we saw from 2018 to 2023 pretty much.
No. Breaking news. The Braves tonight acquired Scott Blewett from the Baltimore Orioles in exchange for cash considerations and designated left-handed pitcher Jose Suarez for assignment.
Not Jose Suave.
Why?
Yeah, they just designated Jose Suarez for assignment. You heard it live here on the pod.
You heard it live on the pod.
The
Scott,
first
that's
comment.
kind of the worst fucking name for a reliever in the history of fucking
Brother,
baseball.
I'm telling you.
Is your last name. Oh, God bless you. You're in the long line of fucking work.
Scott Blewett.
The first comment is fire snit underneath it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That sucks. I liked old Jose Suave. I think I mean we hadn't seen him pitch in like what 2 weeks or like a week. Like he is not. He's
There's
been
probably
just
a reason why behind that.
yeah.
I don't know what the reason was though, because whenever he was pitching, he really wasn't that bad. Like
No. You got to go back to the Philly series where the bitch walked 2 in a row to give up the lead.
We still
Okay, but
won,
they still won the
and
game.
he's mop
still
up
won the
duty.
game.
He's not your closer.
fuck.
He's mop up
He
guy.
walked Bryson Stott, who fucking walks up to the plate with a goddamn pool noodle every fucking time. Give me a
I am
break.
not disagreeing with you, but he's literally your mop up guy. Like who is the
Hey,
mop
guess
up
what?
guy
We
now?
got Scott Blewett as the fucking mop-up guy, and he might
We
be
got-
better than Jose or
I know we got
Suarez, that is.
Chavez down in triple, but
Hey, Jose, can you pull up Mr. Blewett's stats real quick so we can just go over them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, what a fucking name. I can't get over that.
Alright, so this year he's pitched 9 innings, and he has a 1 ERA with Minnesota
Ryan.
and Baltimore.
What?
Suck it.
What about his FIP?
His FIP.
Look at me,
And
no
then
stats.
and then after his FIP, go to his ex FIP.
what was his
Alright, let me
whip?
put up Fangraphs.
Hold on, Jeb. Give him a minute.
Yeah, calm it down.
Okay,
Alright,
my
so
fault.
Scott's FIP was actually pretty solid. It was 124.
So,
How about that?
Let's look up the ex FIP here because
There's
that
gotta
could
be
tell.
something. There's gotta be something.
620.
Brother, if his ex FIP is 620 and his FIP is like 120, he's walking a very fine line.
Yeah.
Like,
It's gonna be my next one is walks. I'll pull up his baseball savant.
so So, how's the weather over there on this Easter for you guys?
It's pretty good. Pretty good. We're recording here on Easter.
There's no way that we just got this motherfucker. There's no fucking shot.
Is it ice cold?
No, it's red as fuck. It's red as fuck. His expected ERA 156, 97th percentile. His expected batting average 182, 89th percentile. Average exit velo is not great. It's 92. That's 13th percentile. But chase rate, 88th percentile. Whiff percentage, 96th percentile. K percentage, 79th. Walk, 95 percentile. Barrel percentage, 90th. Like, this motherfucker's looks great. Why the fuck did we get him? Why did the Orioles get rid of him?
So what you're telling me is AA looked at this team and saw they won 3 in a row and was like, these idiots are here to actually try. And so he went out and got somebody.
All right, Ben, I got the XFIP. It's 270.
Okay.
Damn.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
For
that's
9
not bad.
innings, no.
No, it's not bad.
It's actually good. That's like pretty fucking good.
Did we just fleece another trade?
We fleeced the fucking Orioles. They needed to have some money or something. Like, they must be on the borderline bankruptcy if they got rid of this guy.
Didn't the Orioles get beat like 23-1 today or something?
23-2.
Yeah.
24-2.
They played the Reds, too.
Yeah. Noel V. Marte hit a grand slam.
Elliott probably had a huge fucking day.
No, it was between Marte and one other guy had a really good. Anyway, this isn't a Reds podcast, but you know,
Poor
we're
Orioles fans. Jesus.
Scott blew it, man.
He didn't blow it today.
Breaking news.
Yeah. So game 1 of the series.
Yeah,
Bryce
game
Elder.
1.
Bryce Elder went 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks,
So
Terrible.
my
How many
problem
Ks?
with this,
3 Ks.
It's not terrible.
my
It's not
problem,
terrible.
my problem is not necessarily what Bryce Elder did. It's the fact that they didn't even give AJ Smith-Shawver the chance to do that same exact thing. Like, Shawver, he had a rough first, 2 innings in Tampa, but after that, dude stepped up and was actually a really good pitcher for the last, 3 innings-ish that he pitched in Tampa. In that start, like, why not let him build off of that and going up against the Twins, who have not been the best offensive team this year. Like, they're pretty fucking bad.
Dude, they've
on
been
offense.
so bad.
Yeah, they've been really, really bad. So, like, why not let AJ Smith-Shawver build upon that Tampa Bay start into this? Like, it just makes no sense to me. If you guys believe in him so damn much, let the man start ball games.
I agree
Because
with you.
they're getting Elder's trade value up, I guess.
Or what?
I'll keep it a buck 10 with you. It's not going to be that. Does Elder have any options left?
I think he has 1, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't think he has
I
one.
think he has
that's
one
why
after
he's
this
still-
year.
Okay, but regardless, at the very highest, you know what Bryce Elder is going to get you on the trade market? Rowdy
Maybe a
Tellez.
fucking Johnny
Hey,
Dickfuck.
you know what he'll get you on the trade market? A free 40-man spot.
I mean,
For
I was thinking, like,
Jeff.
To get him off of this team, dude.
dude, I was thinking, like, a bucket of gum, Gatorade, some shit
Hey.
like that.
He
Maybe we
hasn't.
can package him with Orlando and get something decent in value roundtable.
He hasn't been awful. I'll give him that. He hasn't been like just booty cheeks,
It
but
could be Charlie Morton.
Charlie has not been great this year. Charlie's been
know.
downright bad.
I know
Just
Ethan
saying.
was bitching about Taylor Walls. Maybe we could package him and get Taylor Walls.
I don't want Taylor Walls, brother. If we think Orlando Arcia is bad at the plate, just wait till Taylor Walls gets here.
Yeah,
Does
but
at
didn't
least
he
have
like
speed? He's pretty speedy, right?
and pretty decent with the glove? I'm pretty
You
sure.
have to get on base in order to use your speed.
Nah,
Hey,
they're
look
on
at what they did with Nick Allen.
defense.
Look at what they're doing with Nick
Okay,
Allen.
I'd rather
Hey,
I'd rather have Nick
there's
Allen.
no disrespecting Nick Allen. That's my
Yeah.
fucking shortstop on
I'm
this
not
podcast.
disrespecting
we're not-
him. I'm
Baby
just
Jeb.
saying. I'm just saying.
Fucking disrespectful.
Let's see.
My shortstop.
So the Kelnick homer makes it 4-1. Then Ozzy hit that little whatever, whatever you want to call that, that scored a run.
And I seem to remember that somebody on this podcast, not named Ben, Ryan, or Jose, said that Ozzy has cinder blocks for feet. And I would like to give you the chance right now to retract your statement, because Ozzy was fucking booking it down the line.
Yes, dude, but there are so many. Like, there was one in
what
Tampa,
Statcast
dude.
says.
There was a ground ball to Tampa for a double play that he obviously could have beat out, and he was just electric sliding to first base.
I don't care what Statcast says about his sprint speed. Ozzy is not slow. Like, he still can move pretty well. Like, you of all people, Jeb,
percentile.
He's what percentile?
55th. Not great, but not bad.
No, not great.
Not bad.
But I mean, you look at him, and Jeb should know better than anybody, because he's all about, oh, give me the eye test, give me the eye test. And the eye test said that Ozzy Albies was fucking booking it down the line and beat out an infield single.
He was. I'm not denying it.
I'll be honest with you. I think Ozzy, after breaking his foot, has learned, like, hey, these are some times I need to push it and bust my ass down the line, and then times where, hey, this is going to be a double play no matter how fast I fucking run, so I'm just going to give it 50% down the line.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah.
Then, Money Mike, ripping one down the line. Or in the 4-5 hole.
He heard
Or the
Ryan's
4-3.
Good.
4-3 hole.
We'll give him some love later.
Like, a little bit of tough love is sometimes warranted. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He also looked very good this series.
He did.
He did.
Tied the game.
Dude, he had some blasts off his bat this series.
give
Like
him
over
some
100
love.
miles an hour exit velo.
And his
Give him some love
defense.
later.
And his defense.
Y'all just fucking just can't wait, can you? You
No.
can't fucking wait.
And then do we know
segments, Jeb? I'm trying to hold it.
what happened after Money Mike's game tying single?
Wasn't it Rake balled him, just absolutely lacing the baseball up the middle for the go-ahead RBI single? Two RBI singles?
It was.
Mm-hmm.
He left a trail around the Bates pass where his dick was dragging the fucking ground.
I already said that joke, man. You can't take my jokes
I'm
from me.
telling
Right?
you, that motherfucker.
Who does his swing remind me of?
It's him. There is no
Yeah,
comparison.
I don't see it.
There's
Anything
no
other than
comparison.
I'm
It's
seeing
Drake
somebody. I'm seeing
There's
somebody.
nobody
Dude, I have not seen a hitter
like him.
hit opposite field with that much power in a
He
while.
hasn't even pulled a homer yet. He hasn't.
He hits the ball so hard.
Hard.
He's like a 100th percentile in hard hit percentage.
I don't give a fuck what we got to do to get this motherfucker in the lineup, but he doesn't need to be traded. Sean Murphy doesn't need to be traded. Ozuna does not need to be not signed again. I don't know what you do, but you got to figure it the fuck out, because Baldwin, you cannot get rid of that bat.
Throw Marcel in left field and
That's
have
what
an
I'm
adventure.
saying.
Have an
what I'm
adventure.
I
Sacrifice
guess
the defense for however many bombs.
I'll
Okay.
take so Baldwin and him probably at least 60 a year, right? At least.
I don't know if Drake doesn't hit the ball in the air enough to be able to hit 30, in my
I
opinion.
know I'm saying 20, and Marcel's going to carry it with 40.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can see that then. I can see that then.
I'm still trying to figure out who his swing reminds me of. It reminds me of somebody.
It reminds me of Drake
Nobody.
Baldwin.
Yeah, besides Drake Baldwin. Can we move on, Jeb? He's his own being, okay?
He's very good.
Dude,
we'll
that-
talk about him again.
As soon
Talk
as
about
I
him.
as soon as I got the notification where he was pinch hitting and he did that, oh my god. I was like,
Got
this
bricked
dude,
up on the way home.
build
Not
the
gonna lie.
statue. Build the damn statue. Iggy comes in, slams the door, and we win game 1. Much needed game. That took us to 6-13 on the year, I believe.
Yep. No, 6-12, wasn't it? Are we?
Or
6 and
else
13.
it's losses.
Ugh, that's gross.
Yeah, it is. It is.
6-12 on the year.
No, 6 and 13.
I mean,
6 and 13, brother. We just
6 and 13. My fault.
Idiot. You miss a podcast and you call yourself our leader and you come back and do that nonsense.
That was a great game. That was a fantastic game.
It was.
That was a fantastic game.
It reminded me of the vintage Braves where they, from like 2018 to 23, where they, were down but not out, and had like the most comeback wins like every year. Like every time you went into the bottom of the ninth and you were not losing by like 7, like you were like, this team's probably going to win.
You probably can't throw 23 into that loop just because we beat the shit out of everybody in the first 3 innings.
Everybody.
Yeah.
God, that was some fun.
Well, that was the last time
that team.
That was the last time we didn't have headaches about this team.
Why
Our heads in remembrance of the 2023 Braves offense.
I will still never forget. We were like 104 and 53 or something, and we like lost a series to the A's, and we were like
So mad.
30 games over 500, and everybody was just absolutely bitching. And it's like, I think we're still gonna be all right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That first game, I was about yay close to turning that shit right on off.
You know
Glad
why?
I wasn't watching. I was driving, so that's probably a good thing for me.
Oh god, the offense just looked brutal through the first 7 innings of that game. Other than the one Jared Kelenic homer, and then before that, it was just
Dog shit.
awful, bad approach. Ugh.
On to game 2, baby.
Game
Yeah,
2.
Jose.
No, I was just gonna say I was following game 1 on the At Bat app, and I almost closed the app like 3 or 4 times. I can't lie to you. But then the 7th or 8th inning happened, and I regained the will to live. So
The series did that for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Some would say Jose did not feel the need to light himself on fire.
Or jump
Like
off the
he
Grand
said.
Canyon.
Yeah,
exactly. No. I did through the first half of the game. The second half, not so much.
No,
I think it's
like
funny
the
how-
8th inning when we tagged on 5.
I think it's funny how we always say it's always just a stupid post on the old Bird app that blow up. And I posted that picture of the Indeed screenshot of a PE teacher and said that Bryce Elder was putting in applications. I swear that shit had like 100 likes in the first 30 minutes. I was like, God almighty, really?
why don't you just go be a fan of another team, Jeb?
Yeah, man. Why you gotta shit on?
I
Bryce
can
like
hate
that, bro?
one guy. I don't hate the team. I don't even hate Bryce Elder. I just would like him better.
You fucking hate
Not
Bryce
on my
Elder.
team.
You hate.
I would
Can't
really.
get more players on this pod if we don't like them, Jeb. You gotta like everybody.
I never said I didn't
Might
like him
not.
as a person. I never said he's a piece of shit human being. I just
Okay,
do not like him playing baseball for my team.
I'm sure
I would
he's
like
a
him
swell
so much
human
better
being.
if he was starting baseball games for like a division rival, and it just
Yeah.
so lined up that he pitched against us every single series that we play against him.
No, because then he'd shut us out. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game 2.
Is it bad to say that this was probably the Alex Verdugo game?
Game 2?
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying game 2.
No, it was 100% the Alex Verdugo.
Yeah,
game.
it was Doogie's game. Yeah. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah. I mean, I think they said something like the last 4-hit game that a Brave player had was like Nicky Lopez in like
Nicky Lopez had
2022.
4 hits in a game for us.
Yeah.
No, last 4-hit game Brave had was last year.
I
Was
thought it was Ozzy.
Yeah, it was Ozzy last year.
I don't. Maybe it was a
Don't
5-hit
shit on
game.
my Short king.
I don't know.
I will say,
I don't know.
I did the research on it, and the only. Hey, shut up, Jeb.
I did your research on it.
Christ.
Alex Verdugo finished this game 4 for 5 with 2 doubles, 2 runs, and an RBI. And the only other player to hit that milestone since 2020 was Ozzy Albies, and he did it twice. So
Was one of those games against the Marlins when we just
yes,
absolutely waxed them like 30-0?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it was.
Oh, on to game 2. Is it time to be worried about Chris Sale?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
Command was just a bit off. I mean, it wasn't like his velo was super bad. It wasn't like, he had to swing and miss stuff. It just, command was just like slightly off. He shores that up a little bit. I mean, he even said after the game, like, he feels like he's close.
Yeah.
So, I'm not worried about him.
It's
Reigning
not
Cy
like
Young
the Tampa
winner.
game.
I think we're all on the same page where I don't know if you could call Chris Sale like a number 3 or a number 4, but like in this rotation with the guys we have, like we just need him to be a number 3 or a number 4.
No, sir. No. We need
I'm
him to
not
be
saying
Chris
he
fucking
is.
Sale.
I'm just saying you
No,
need him
no.
to be.
I'm correcting
Dude.
you. We need him to be fucking Chris Sale.
You want to know
Round
why I'm
table
not
fellas,
worried
do we
about
need him
Chris
to be
Sale?
a number 3 or 4, or do we need him to be fucking Chris Sale?
I
Well,
prefer him
obviously
to be,
we'll
Chris
take
Sale.
him to be Chris Sale, but
Dude, you want to know why I'm not worried about Chris Sale?
Front page.
No, his BABIP.
Yeah.
You wanna
Dude
know
has
about
been
his...
getting Babbitt to
Yeah,
death.
it's been getting fucking
No. You
dick.
want to know how bad it is? He
It's
is
brutal.
the worst pitcher in baseball when it comes to BABIP. His BABIP is 429.
That's crazy.
He's been getting some terrible
Oh.
luck as of late.
Ben, what does that mean?
What does what mean?
Fucker.
BABIP.
See, I know you're just being dumb. But for those people who actually don't know, it's batting average on balls in play. So, like, every ball that gets hit off of Chris Sale, it's the batting average of that. So, guys are basically hitting over 400 when they put the ball in play. Which shouldn't be the case. I don't know what the average is, but I would assume it's around
It's somewhere around
like
300.
300. Yeah, around 300.
So essentially what that means is that if your batting average for the balls in play is a lot higher than 300, you're getting super unlucky. And then on the other side, if your batting average for balls in play is super low, it means you're getting very lucky.
But it also depends on what your stuff is. Like if you're getting hit hard, or if you're getting, like you're not getting swing and miss on your pitches, because the higher the swing and miss, obviously, and the lower the exit velocities and whatnot, then your BABIP is going to be a lot lower because they're not hitting the ball hard, and that's just naturally going to get fielded a lot cleaner and better and more often than something that's getting hit over 100 miles an hour and consistently.
For sure.
So, a lot that goes into it, but y'all ain't here for the nerd talk. Y'all are here for us to talk about how fucking awesome this Braves team is right now.
Congratulations to Matt Olson. 1,000 career hits.
Hey,
I mean,
Round of applause.
Good for Matty O, man.
That's a big milestone, man. 1,000 knocks. Not many people get that in the big leagues, man.
nope. Hall of
couple
Famer?
tickets. Not yet.
No,
Not
not
yet.
yet, but
But
potential
depending
borderline,
on-
maybe?
Depending on how long his career goes, he could be borderline by the end of his career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all just want to know what came across my fucking Twitter timeline.
What?
Somebody said trade Sean Murphy. People trigger
Nah,
the fuck
I'm
out of me
good.
on the X app.
I'm good.
There's a case to be made.
No.
There's a case to be made.
You can make that case, but no.
He
Not
does
trade
look
Sean
human.
right now.
He is
Look,
human.
we're not ready for that talk just yet.
No.
He
I
is
love
human.
Sean Murphy. Trust me, I love Sean Murphy, and I love Drake Baldwin. But I don't see a world where both of them can get in at the same time with Marcell Ozuna on this team. And I also know a hole that we have that's shortstop. And I also know a team that's pretty shortstop heavy in the system who has absolutely zero catching depth, who just signed a 85,000-year-old Yasmani Grandal last week.
No.
I mean, we could theoretically put Baldwin at short.
We could theoretically shove that idea right up your ass.
I'm agreeing with Ben on that. I'm not trading Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy, I think, has too much value for our pitching staff, and he's pretty fucking solid with the stick. And then you got Baldwin on his off days and then DH days. Yeah, I'm fine with that right now.
We can revisit some other time.
Yeah.
I like having two good catchers.
So Matty O hits his 1,000th career hits, an RBI double, ties the game at 1 in the bottom of the first. Then he comes back up and hits an RBI single in the third, gives us the 2-1 lead. Correa hits a bomb. Montero, can we give him some flowers?
Yeah.
He's been phenomenal.
He's been absolutely rock solid. Escapes a bags-loaded jam in the 5th after Sale went, what do you get, 4 1/3, 4 2/3?
Yeah, 4 2/3.
Yeah. Buxton hits a sac fly, makes it 3-2. Jose, you want to talk about it, or?
Man, Michael Harris, I would just like to say something about him.
He got in trouble.
Him.
He dropped a nuke into the chop house. That's like war crimes.
Exactly. See, this is what I'm saying. Michael Harris is a king, and I love him. But outside of the home run, Jeb, something that cannot be...
Don't do it, Jose. We're going to get into it later.
Ryan, I want to so badly, but you know what? I'll wait.
Thank you. Send it to me in the group chat, what you got.
Michael Harris made it 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Doogie comes up, hits an RBI knock down the line. That was his 3rd hit of the night.
Jesus. What a king.
So interesting stat. Alex Verdugo had as many hits on Saturday, 4, as Braves leadoff hitters had in the previous 7 games combined.
Wow. Is that good?
No.
Or is that bad? However you want to look at it. It's good for Doogie.
Yeah.
It's good for Doogie.
And then Iggy comes in again, slams the door.
Shoves his cock out there. You know
Yeah. Yeah, just whip that thing on out of the bullpen.
This is his
Slammed
last year
it.
of his contract, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, but hey, we'll have old Pierce Johnson probably closing down games for us next year.
Probably either Joe Jimenez or Daysbel Hernandez. One of the two.
I want to bring Iggy back.
I mean, he'll be, 37, 36, 37?
He's still throwing fucking 98 with a great changeup and a slider.
That's talk for a later date. We're talking about the sweep of the Minnesota Twins right now.
Game 3 today. I was lost for words. I was like, holy shit. We have a winning streak going.
We're going streaking! As one of my favorite movies of all time says.
We are 5 games under 500 now. Not too bad.
It's better than the 8 that we came in under.
Not too bad. What do the standings look like now? How far are we out from like first and shit?
We're 6.5 out of first and 1 back from the Nats right now.
Okay. Holy shit, the Marlins are in third. What the hell?
Just like we all predicted.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have had that on your bingo card, then might as well go buy a lotto ticket.
Why? You'd lose because everybody had that on their bingo card.
Oh yeah, you're right. So we have the Cardinals. Yeah, we'll get into that later. We could theoretically be 2 games under 500 and potentially knocking on the door of second by the end of that series.
Let's go over this game 3 first before we start talking about looking ahead. Because you over there looking ahead.
Game 3, we had old Grant Holmes on the mound. I thought he did all right. I mean, what'd he go?
All right.
5 1/3.
All right.
Brother,
I mean,
Grant
he 5 2/3.
I thought Grant Holmes was
There's
dragging
penis
it on the ground, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't no 8 1/3 or 7 1/3 that he pitched against the Blue Jays, but I mean, for him to, what was it? His last like 2 innings or something, he pitched to like all 9 batters. Like was tap dancing around trouble, but still managed to go 5 2/3, only 4 hits, 1 earney, 4 walks, and 7 Ks, and I believe all 7 of those Ks were looking. Am I wrong about that? Am I right?
No, yeah, there was definitely a couple swinging Ks.
Maybe it was 2, because I think they said something about like Charlie Morton, Dallas Keuchel, and somebody else, maybe Max Fried, were like the last pitchers in franchise history to have 5 looking strikeouts in a game.
Interesting.
So, not too bad. So, Matty O left the building in the first. Once he hit that, like it hit like off the top of the yellow, when Matt Olson hit that, I was like, okay, like, we're sweeping. Like, this offense is firing now.
Ball was
Matt
also
Olson.
111. It was
I know.
111.2 off the bat.
It was scorched. Matt Olson with the 2-run bomb. Big, thick with the RBI single down the line. Grant Holmes escaping the jam in the third. I mean, if that's what you're going to get from your 5th starter, yeah, sign me up.
Been telling you.
I'm not disagreeing.
Been telling you.
Brother, bottom of the 3rd inning, we had Money Mike hitting an absolute nuke of a double, 110 off the bat. And then, which catcher did we have that hit a homer opposite
Rake?
field?
Oh, Rake? Rake balled him?
Rake balled him?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, I love him so much. 102 off the bat, opposite field for Drake Baldwin.
Fucking laser, dude.
Hit in the perfect spot, too, for a left-handed Oppo homer. Like, there was no better spot to hit it than that bullpen.
That's so hilarious how both of his home runs have been opposite field shots.
That's just him as a player, man. He goes opposite field a lot. He goes for power opposite field, too.
Ozuna said, y'all ain't having his party without me. Motherfucker hit a bomb, too. Yeah, Holmes K7. I mean, they scored the 1 on the wild pitch, and then Byron Buxton hit the bomb, but I mean, that's a good win. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing. Is that kind of good, comfortable win. They had Iggy warming up in the bullpen, which I didn't like because we were up by 4, and I was like, I'd much rather not use Iggy. In fact, when we were up by 6 or 5, I was like, they're gonna put a Jose Suave in here, and then no. I guess he like pissed all over AA's desk, and he's like, get the fuck out of here.
Pissed all over my cornflakes that one game, I'll tell you that much.
Oh my god, Ryan. Braves win 6-2. We finish the sweep against the Twins. Anything else on that game? I mean, I know Michael Harris had a bunch of good catches the whole series. Anything else on Game 3?
I love how you didn't ask that about Game 2, by the way. But
one.
Yeah. Well, mainly 2.
Okay.
Because there was stuff to talk about with Game 2.
Oh, shit. We didn't even... Okay, whatever. We'll get into it right now, actually. So ahead of Game 3, there was a tweet that went out from
Before
old...
this, let's please back it
Come
up to
on,
Game 2.
backtrack it, buddy.
Back it up to Game 2. We're not skipping over what happened.
Fuck, he did.
Oh, yeah, y'all talk about that, because y'all saw it in live.
Oh, brother. Jared Kelnick.
Oh, honey.
Jared Kelnick. Thank you. First off, I want to lead off with thank you for hitting the ball, finally. You had a good series. I'll give you that. Thank you for hitting the ball. You looked good at the plate. What you didn't look good on is, what was it, a tie ball game, Ryan?
I think we were losing at that time. I think it was 3-2 losing. He was the tying run.
Yeah. No. There was somebody on base. There was a runner on first. So I think he was the go-ahead run at that point.
Either way, tying or go-ahead runs, huge.
Either way.
Huge.
Either way. We're... All right. For down 3-2, runner on first, no outs, Jared Kelnick absolutely smokes the ball to right field. Hits off the wall. All right. No big deal. Should be a stand-up double, right? Nope. Jared Kelnick gets absolutely hosed at second base. You know why? Because he decides that that's going to be an absolute moonshot to the chop house and starts walking to first base, pimping the shit out of it, and getting thrown out at second. Again, I love you, Jared Kelnick. You showed some really good improvement this series. You cannot, under any fucking circumstances, do that when you are hitting under 200 for the year. Your team is down a run, and you are the go-ahead run. All right? You're fighting for your spot on this fucking team. And you're going to sit here and pimp a single, basically, off the wall and not run it out. Like, you got to be fucking kidding me with that kind of nonsense. Ryan, take it away.
Yeah, there's no fucking excusing it, man. I'm glad you finally went back to, your spring training adjustments that I was fucking absolutely glazing you on this, at the beginning of the year. And for whatever fucking reason, you thought it was a good idea to revert back to what wasn't fucking working. But good job of going back what was working. You had a good series until you were a fucking dumbass. Let's just round table that one real quick. There's zero excuse. I mean, I said the same thing back in the situation with Ronald when he did it. Like, there's zero excuse for it. We're not skipping ahead at this point, Jeb. Everybody knows what this is about. I don't agree with how things were handled, at all. I think it's bullshit how it was handled this go-around. If you're going to do that to one player, whether it's Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Ronald, whoever, you got to treat it the same across the board, and that's not what we saw.
Kelnick should have been pulled from the game last night.
He should have been benched today.
Yeah, last night. He should have been pulled from the game and should not have played today.
Should have been benched today.
That is exactly what should have happened.
Yeah.
Now, Jeb, let's hear what you got to say about the extra shit.
Let's go ahead.
Oh, the old tweet. So,
Yeah.
Mark Bowman put out a tweet. I don't know exactly what it said.
Before we get into the response tweet, let's get into what Snit said.
Yeah, I was going to play that. So, this was from Snit himself about the response tweet.
No, from Snit himself about the Jared Kelnick base running blunder.
We're going step by step here, baby.
Oh, how he said he didn't see it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
How he didn't even know about it until this morning.
Not even that. He said, that was today's
After the
response.
Game 2 conference, the reporters asked him about it, and Snit basically said, was I supposed to tell him anything?
There you go.
Oh, that. Yeah.
that response.
And then today we got the context around that explained why he said that after game 2, which is he didn't even fucking notice. He didn't even see it.
Let's keep it a $110 real quick. Any other double in the fucking gap, Jared Kelenic makes it easy. Why is that one? Why is he not standing on second base? Oh, maybe because he didn't fucking, run out of the box. Maybe because he was fucking walking halfway to first fucking base.
And when he
to figure that out.
And when he was walking back to the dugout, he didn't have an injury or anything. He was walking off fine. So, context clues,
Yeah. Come on, Snap. Come on, man. Come on, man.
If you pull your 21-year-old superstar right fielder in the playoffs in 2019, wasn't it in the playoffs in 2019?
19, yeah.
In 2019, in the playoffs, you have to pull your 170 hitting right fielder in 2025 in April.
Yep.
You have to have the same standards. Now, that burned me up whenever I was watching that, because Jared Kelenic, it didn't cost the Braves the game, obviously. But a two-run lead right there instead of a one-run lead, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but the next guy came up, hit a single, or a couple batters later hit a single that gave the Braves a one-run lead.
Yes,
that's exactly right.
Yeah. So, can we get into the tweet now?
Sure.
So, Mark Bowman basically sent out a tweet, basically saying the whole Snit thing. And Ronald commented, dude, everybody thought that it was a fan account. Nah, it was Ronald, bro. He was like, if I'd have done that, Miles would have been on the bench. Well, did any of y'all see what Snit said about the tweet?
He said you didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. It's been deleted.
Here, let's just
talk with him internally.
I don't do social media, number one. I heard about it as I was walking to the dugout. Heard something was up, and then I came in and they said it was down. I haven't talked to him, so I don't know.
So that was what we were asking last night about Kelenic, because it was kind of the same situation as Acuna's. I know Acuna's wasn't.
No, they're all different. They're all different. All the situations, when they happen, they're all different.
No, they're fucking not.
No.
Nah, bro. No.
Acuna's isn't it different from Jared?
It's just timing and all of everything. I think there's
timing of fucking
there's no
what?
blanket thing doing that. Quite honestly, you want to know the truth? I wasn't watching that play. I knew he got thrown out at second. I didn't see it till this morning, and then I talked to him about it.
Okay.
So I'm going to stop it there, because the part where he said that it was timing, didn't Acuna's happen in a playoff game?
And we were down by 2.
You need your star player, your soon-to-be face of the franchise, in any playoff game. Some dumb shit game in April, you can set him on the bench for the rest of the year, and it doesn't fucking matter. All about timing. What are you?
It was just a cop-out answer.
Yeah.
Kevin Keneally on Twitter said something either A, Snit is point blank lying, or
yes.
B, Snit just doesn't pay attention to the games.
Both are true.
It might be both.
Either one of those options are a terrible fucking option.
I mean, he admitted it right there on that interview. He was not paying attention.
Yeah.
Jared Kelenic, granted, he smoked the ball. Yeah, it was almost 100 off the bat. But he was not paying attention to the plate. He had no idea the reason why he got thrown out until the next day.
That's
so,
crazy.
What are we doing here, Snit?
No, you can't even give him that, bro, because they asked him in the fucking post-game, why didn't you do anything about it? He knew then, something was wrong. Even if you didn't pay attention, you knew, oh, shit, man, something.
So it's point blank lying.
This question. So you're just fucking lying. And it wasn't even Brian Snicker pulling him into the office more. Fucking Jared went in there himself and said, yo, that's my fucking fault, man. I'm sorry. I should have been hustling. So, good on you, Jared, for going in there and owning your shit. But Snit, what the fuck are we doing?
And I want to say, I'm giving Snit his flowers this series because he pulled all the right, he pulled all the right chords in this series, except for that. That was the one thing that it really grinded my gears, and this should be like one of the happiest series we've had this year. This is even better than the series win against Philly.
Yeah.
But we're talking about some negative ass shit. Because some idiot decided that he wasn't going to hustle to second base on a ball that he should have hustled on, and another idiot decided, well, I'm just not going to fucking pay attention, and then piss off your star player.
So I get crucified for saying that I wish Bryce Elder was off my team, but you can call Jared Kelenic and the manager an idiot.
Well, Jared,
look,
Jared was being an idiot.
Look, when
and
you're
so
hitting
was
170,
in this situation.
Yes, when you're hitting 170, your stats do not warrant you not busting out of the box. They just don't.
Yeah.
Especially in that situation. It's a tie game. You know how much the team's been struggling. There is no excuse. And again, credit to Jared for saying that exactly to Snit this morning. But I mean, Snit just absolutely mishandled that situation. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
No.
He's asleep at the wheel.
But bro, even if you're just fucking jogging, you're gonna make it to second base on that. That's all you gotta do. Jog. Fucking jog.
I'm not even upset with Jared Kelenic anymore. Like, whatever. He made a boneheaded decision to not run it out. That's fine. My issue still lies with Snit in this situation.
Yep.
Because Kelenic, whatever. Like, he made a mistake. Fine. We're moving on from it. But Snit is the one who, like I said, either point blank lied or doesn't pay attention to the games. And if it's both or either one, just as bad.
And now you've pissed off your star player.
And now you've pissed off your star player who's coming back in a month, whose contract runs out in, 2 years?
3,
Hopefully,
I think. 2 or 3.
Maybe it'll make him tear the cover off the ball.
Okay, fine. But that still gives you have to win a World Series in this 3-year window because old buddy is, whatever thought you had of maybe taking a hometown discount, it's probably going out the window at this point.
Nah, Snit's going to be done after this year. I think the writing is on the wall. I think the writing's all over the wall that Snit's checked out. He knows it's his last year. And I'm just going to fucking put it out there. There's got to be a disconnect between him and the guys in the clubhouse at this point.
100%.
There's got to be. If your star player is saying that shit, and it's not just the one thing. It's not the one thing. There's probably multiple instances where Ronald's gotten pissed off, and God knows however many guys are irritated by that in the clubhouse as well. So there's a reason why they were 5-13 before this series. There's a reason why. There's something going on in that clubhouse. They're too talented not to fucking be better than this. And they picked it up the series, but is it going to be sustainable with the shit going on in the clubhouse? I don't know.
Do we agree, like, especially in the playoffs, like Ronnie doing that, like, it's crucial, but like, you're probably not going to / probably shouldn't sit your star player?
Look,
not in the playoff, I don't think so. Like, you have to win those games.
I'm across the board in that anybody who does that shit gets benched. But if you're going to do it in the playoffs and you're going to do it to your star player, you do it to the fucking 26th man guy on the bench. You do it across the fucking board. Period.
In the regular season.
Period.
Yeah.
Yes. Any point in time. It's got to happen.
And him saying it's different, it's different timing. You would think, theoretically... It should have been way
easier. Way easier in the regular season.
Yeah.
Way
easier. You've got 2 other outfielders sitting on the bench.
And one of them, Eli White, who's actually been playing really fucking well, and he's got more speed and better defense than Kelenic, so you're not missing anything. It's just it's a hugely fucking bad look on Snit right now. It's real bad. It's real bad. Because now you got all the racist comments and shit coming out of the woodworks again. It's a real bad look for Snit right now.
And I'd like to be the first one to point out, I don't think Snit is racist by any means.
I don't either.
I think he just was an absolute idiot in this situation and handled it 100% wrong.
You're not gonna be in the big leagues
Jose.
this fucking long, or if you're gonna be fucking racist when most of the clubhouses are minorities.
Right.
You know?
Like, I'll say this about Snit. It might be a hot take. I might be completely wrong. I feel like the Atlanta Braves have won for a long time in spite of Snit, not because of him or not with his help. I feel like Brian Snitker has been spoiled by an abundance of talent around him to where he doesn't really need to do much. And in a situation like this, where he actually has to manage, he folds and he shits the bed. And now you get to see what's actually happening. I might be completely wrong.
I think in 21, was like, just literally everything came together. I think Snit pushed all the right buttons in. I think Snit basically had a perfect 2021 playoff.
I agree with
But
that.
literally everybody had a perfect 2021 playoff. Like, there was nothing that they did that was wrong in that scenario. Like, 2021, everybody all around, from GM, front office, to Snit, to the players, to everybody, perfect across the board. But Jose, you might have a point on some of the other stuff. Like, he hasn't won many playoff series other than 2020 and 2021, if any.
21, I'll give him all the credit in the world. He managed the hell out of that postseason. 22, he even had that player meeting in Arizona, fired up the team. What was it, like May of 2022?
Yeah.
All the credit in the world for him. But, I mean, at least for the last couple of seasons, I just feel like we've won in spite of Snitker. He hasn't exactly been a contributing factor towards the wins. And I feel like this interaction with Ronnie might be shedding some light on that as well.
Don't forget, you also had Ron Washington and EY, and, I mean, how many combined years of baseball is between those two guys?
About 150.
Yeah, I mean, and we know as well as anybody, Ron Washington is one of the best in the game.
Yeah.
And I have no bad personal feelings towards Snit whatsoever. The man has given like 50 years of his life towards the Braves organization. No bad feelings towards him whatsoever.
But it's clear that the time's coming to an end if it hasn't already ended.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks that that's how he's going to go out. I hope it's not. And I hope he rights the ship because he fucking needs to. But, you know, it's not a great look. And I hate that we instead of talking about the 3-game sweep, you know, we got to talk about this shit more. Yeah. It's fucking bullshit.
All right, let's get back on some happier notes. We have the series preview versus the Cardinals, presented by Ronald's Razors. They shave your cock. Tomorrow at 7:15, first pitch. Do we have probables?
Schwellenbach versus... I don't know who's going for the Cards.
We got the Spencers this series, fellas.
Yeah.
And then Bryce Elder.
Yep, we've got
allegedly
Schwellenbach versus allegedly Schwellenbach versus Fetty, Strider versus, is that Andrew Pilati?
Yes, very good, Jeb.
Palante.
Andre Palante.
Oh, Andre Pilati. And then
Elder versus Michaelis.
Yes.
Yep.
Tell me how they actually kind of look similar.
They don't at all. Actually.
They don't
They
at
kinda
all,
do.
Jeb.
The only thing that's similar is their ERAs because
They're how bad they are in the league.
Yeah. Holy shit. Well, I think
Be ready for Bryce Elder 2.0 to shut us the fuck out that game.
they have similar face shapes, but Michaelis is 0-2, 7.64 with 11 Ks. Elder is 0-1, 7.2 with 10 Ks. So,
Why are we going right there? Why not start with the first game of the series?
well, I was just saying, you know, Home Run Derby is coming a little early to Truist Park.
Possibly. On one side, probably.
Oh, Cardinal.
Nah. Miles Michaelis has been dog shit this year. That contract is
I think the Cardinals are dog shit in general. The Cardinals
pitching.
Shit.
They've been hitting the
It's not
ball
even pitching.
great. They had I think it was like the first 7 games they had 10+ hits, and they lost almost every
7.
one of them. I mean, still,
they've
got a decent offense though. I don't know. I mean, Eric Fetty, he's 1-2, 3.43, 21 innings, 10 Ks, 1.14 WHIP. So we're gonna have it cut out. He's not a huge strikeout guy, more of a kind of a ground ball guy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we absolutely own the fuck out of Eric Fetty.
I think so.
Career-wise. I think the Braves donkey fuck him every time he's on the mound.
I thought he shoved against us last year.
So
who didn't?
Okay, so the lowest batting average versus Fetty is Olsen, and he's got 5 at-bats against him, and he's got a bomb.
Actually,
what's the batting average?
Right
200.
Yeah, 1 for 5. What you got, Jose?
Eric Fetty has a record of 0-6 with an ERA of 11.03 in 10 appearances against the Braves in his career.
See?
Woo!
Sometimes I know ball, baby.
You do. You do know ball.
Jesus Christ. So, granted, this was Schwellenbach's 3rd start in the big leagues. Burleson is hitting 800. Donovan is hitting 600. Newbar's hitting 333. I mean, 1 for 3. And then
You can throw those stats out the window, buddy, because it's a whole new Schwellenbach, baby.
Yeah. This is a brand new dude right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Schwellenbach's going to be sliding that thing out there early for them to see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Ryan.
I know.
And then just for shits and giggles, I pulled up the stats for the other 2 starters. Andre Palante is 0-1 with an ERA of 12.15 in 5 appearances. And Miles Michaelis is 8-4 with an ERA of 3.77.
Yeah. I remember Michaelis just digging us down multiple times. Not been fun memories.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would be more than happy with 2 out of 3 from this series.
Yes. Give me 2 out of 3 the rest of the fucking way. I'm ecstatic.
You said Schwelly today, Strider tomorrow, and Elder on Wednesday.
Ben, we already played today, so.
Well, Schwelly tomorrow, Strider Tuesday, and Elder on Wednesday.
Allegedly. Elder on Wednesday.
Allegedly.
That's going to be a start-to-start basis, baby. I'm not believing it until he gets out on the mound.
I mean, that is an A.J. Smith-Shawver shove day, so...
It's a possibility.
Yeah, I'm with Jose. I'm with Jose. 2 out of 3. I called the sweep against the Twins.
Good job.
So,
Good job.
So far, I think I'm 1-0 because that's the first time that we've really given our series predictions. So...
Good job. We're going 2 out of 3. Michaelis is just going to shove it up our ass in the last game.
Yep.
Michaelis has been dog shit this year, but I just feel like he'll come to Atlanta and just shove for
he will.
6 innings.
It's inevitable.
Yep. Jeb?
We're fucking sticking it to the Cardinals. 3-game sweep. I got Schwellenbach no. I got Strider no. I got Elder getting relieved in the 3rd inning, and the bullpen shutting it down.
Offense bail day is what you're saying on game 3, huh?
It's going to be a 9-8 Braves win in the 9th.
You're...
Isn't it like a 12 start time on that game, too?
I have no idea. What time are those games?
Tomorrow's 7:30.
7, and then
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's like 12 or some shit.
Oh,
really
yeah,
early.
that's right. Yeah.
Wait, Jeb, so you're telling me that you got the Cardinals getting no hit for 18 straight innings?
I don't think that's going to happen, boss man.
Yep.
It'd
I don't
be
think
neat
so
as
either.
fuck. Because I can only imagine the cards that MLB The Show would give those guys. But, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen.
Nope, bookmark it. It's happening.
All right.
You know what I do know that is happening?
Does this have to do with our sponsor?
What?
I thought you were about to plug the sponsorship there, Jeb.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
What I do know is happening is we're gonna have a couple new segments.
Woo!
Names, we can play with those, but I guess we got Ryan's Mashers and Ben's Call to the Bullpen. I don't know, we'll think of something eventually, but Ryan, why don't you go ahead and kind of inform us on the new segment?
Well, this is going to be the guy that I think is due for a breakout. And after this last series, I was really fucking hard on him last podcast, if y'all remember correctly. I think I absolutely lost my fucking mind about him. But Michael Harris II has shown some wonderful improvements this series. Yes. Let me pull up his this series. Money Mike was a combined 4 for 12 with a bomb. He drove in 3 runs, scored 3 runs, and he also had a couple steals in there as well. He just looked absolutely beautiful. The biggest thing I noticed with Michael Harris is the one thing that I screamed the absolute most about last time was him chasing the fucking breaking ball that dropped, 10 feet before it got to home plate. He didn't do that this series. He chased one pitch below the zone, and it was a fucking splitter. And I'll give him that, because changeup is the bane of my fucking existence. But he made some nice adjustments, and he's still hitting the shit out of the ball.
Dude, he had a lot of batted balls over 100-mile-an-hour exit velo.
Yes, he did.
Really, really beautiful stuff to see from him, man. And also, the stolen bases are huge. Love seeing stolen bases from him.
I mean, just reining in his discipline a little bit, and you hit fucking 333 this series just because you stopped chasing pitches outside the zone and you dominated the ones inside the zone. That's all you got to do, buddy. And you're going to be a great player for a long, long time.
Hell yeah.
You know what else was a big improvement? When I changed from Sunflower Seed Company X, that made me feel terrible because it was full of salt and sodium, and it just made me feel so bad. And then I went to Chinook Seedery. And
.com?
Yes. Ryan, do you know a little bit about Chinook Seedery?
No, I tried bringing it up, and you wanted to be an asshole. No, go find somebody else to do your sponsor ad, you fucking asshole.
Ben, do you know about Chinook Seedery?
Well, I enjoy them quite a lot.
I do too.
I take them to my men's league baseball games, and they helped me hit an RBI double the other day. Is all I'm saying.
What does Grant Holmes as my dad think of them?
I don't know if he's had them yet. I have to let him try them this coming up Sunday. But anyway, I digress. They have some really great flavors like cinnamon and Parmesan pepper, Chipotle. I'm not Chipotle. I'm sorry, Hatch chili. Don't have them right here in front of me, so I don't remember all the names right off the hand. So I sound like an idiot.
Jalapeno Ranch, barbecue,
jalapeno ranch, lemon pepper, which is Bobby Witt's favorite apparently. Yep. If you use our code TTP, as in Tomahawk Talk Podcast, at ChinookSeedery.com, you get 10% off your order, and it goes to help us as well. So, go check them out, get you some seeds, and again, that's ChinookSeedery.com, and the code is TTP.
Ben, who was some pitchers that you think are going to break out or who did really well this series?
Well, I got to give flowers this time. Going to give flowers to the entire bullpen for this series.
Absolutely.
I don't want to just single out any one particular player, but the bullpen as a total went 12 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 9 Ks. Both hits were home runs, but they were solo shots, so no harm, no foul. Like, the bullpen just came in and was lights out this entire 3-game series and was massive in the Braves getting their first sweep of the year. So, shout out to the bullpen.
Let's give him a round of applause.
I'm also really liking Rafael Montero. He's been super solid.
He's tickling me.
Pierce Johnson went 2 today. Shut the game down the last 2 innings of Game 3, so love seeing that.
Thank God. Maybe that means he won't be able to pitch tomorrow.
Jesus, Jeb.
Dude, I'm just kidding. But he is kind of a dog ass. I'm not going to lie.
You know what's funny is I remember this motherfucker praising Pierce Johnson.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, but now he's just absolutely fucking shoving his dick down Pierce's throat.
I mean, he has been...
I don't really appreciate that, Jeb.
He's not...
I mean, we agree, but give him his flowers. He fucking shoved today. Okay?
I will. When he deserves them, I will. And he did very good today. He did.
There you go. So don't be a jackass.
Okay. The entire bullpen, man.
Yes.
Like I said, 12 innings, 2 runs, 2 hits. Like, that is just a very, very good series. Almost perfect. All you could ask for from that bullpen.
Yep. I still think it's wild that Jose Suarez just didn't even touch a baseball this series. Even when they probably knew they were going to DFA him. I wonder. I wonder if he,
you walk fucking Bryson Stott. Piss me the fuck off.
Oh my You're never going to forget that.
No. No, the motherfucker hits with a pool noodle. No, I will. And then you walk the next guy to walk in the go-ahead run. Get the fuck out of my team, man. Get out of here.
We're like 3 series removed from that, and they won the series.
Ben's Pool Noodles. www.benspoolnoodles. Shout out to Bridge Lori 9490 again. She's whoever that person
are we just
is.
Not doing our series MVPs.
Yeah, man, come on, Jeb.
I was just shouting them out because they watch like every single YouTube video, so shout out to them. I was giving them their flowers, and whoever Blake Brown 6018 is, he also commented on a YouTube video. Shout out to him too.
Shout out Blake. Thanks for listening, dude.
Thanks everybody for listening because we're 4 idiots. Thanks everybody
for listening. Yeah,
legit. We're 4 fucking idiots.
The Ben's Pool Noodles Series MVP.
It's the Bryson Stott, baby.
I like that. Ben's Pool Noodles Series MVP.
Jose, who is your Ben's Pool Noodles Series MVP?
Ooh. Man,
There's only one right answer.
There is only one right answer for this.
You know who it is, Jose. You know.
Who are y'all thinking?
Brother, no. It's not
this is you.
You gotta go.
I've already said it in the chat.
Look, man. If you give it to me, you know I'm going to be a homer and pick Money Mike.
No, you can't. You can't be. You can't know.
Look, his improved at-bats have gone a long way with me, man. That's been super impressive to see.
I gave Mike his flowers, but it's incorrect this series.
He gets a chlorine tablet, all right?
Gets a chlorine tablet?
He gets a chlorine tablet, but he does not get a pool noodle.
Jesus Christ.
Jeb, who's yours?
I'm going to let Ben go.
Oh, my God, you're such a...
Oh, goodness. Well, so, my Ben's Pool Noodle Series MVP goes to a guy who just came up and was just knocking the ball around the yard, went 4 for 5, 2 doubles, 2 runs, an RBI in Game 2, and has continued that today. Kept hitting. I don't know what his stat line was from today, right off the top of my head, but I'm sure one of y'all, probably Ryan, whenever you announce your Ben's Pool Noodle Series MVP, you can look it up and let me know. But, yeah, Alex Verdugo gets the Ben's Pool Noodle Series MVP vote from me because brother
Jesus Christ.
just came in swinging it.
I think we need to give a floaty to Drake Baldwin.
Oh,
I think
that might be better than the chlorine tablet.
I think we need to give a floaty to the bullpen. I think we need to give a floaty to Matt Olson. Matt Olson was pretty hot this series.
Listen, we can't give everybody a fucking trophy here, Jeb.
A floaty, not a trophy, a floaty.
A floaty, Ryan.
A floaty. We can't give everybody a floaty. You get 3. You get 2 floaties. You get two.
Two? Okay. And then
2.
one big old flippity flopping pool noodle.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, so
because you know what that makes.
my pool noodle is, or my floaty is gonna go to Drake and Matty O, and then I'm gonna have to go and give the pool noodle to Alex Verdugo.
Jose, we added the floaties. Do you have anybody for floaties?
Well, since I picked Money Mike for my MVP, I will choose Alex Verdugo for a floaty. And I gotta go Matt Olson, man. Day game Matt Olson.
There you go.
Matteo hit the shit out of the ball.
I guess that leaves me.
It does leave you, big
I'm
boy.
giving my floaties first. The bullpen gets a floaty. Because y'all fucking kept this series afloat for us. Thank you. Your services appreciated. Grant Holmes, he gets a fucking floaty for today, baby. Fucking 5 2/3 shoved it up their ass. Yeah, he gets a fucking floaty. I already gave Michael his flowers, okay? Grant didn't get no love today. I'm giving Grant some fucking love.
Yeah,
And
Grant
Alex
dragged it on the
Verdugo.
ground, by the way.
Alex Verdugo's taking the big old pool noodle from me.
Whoa.
Can I make a new suggestion? Can I make a push off the raft suggestion?
That should be a segment, but what's it gonna be about?
Oh, I was just gonna say the guy who I'm like pushing off the boat, like not giving a pool noodle to, like pushing off the boat.
Oh yes, the one who pissed us off the series the most. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do that.
Brian Snit. Yeah, get off the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we might throw you a life draft after
No,
the
no,
Cardinal
no.
series, Nip, but
No.
it damn sure gonna be a pool noodle.
Finn's pool noodles. Jesus Christ.
We need to keep track of this too. Who
Yes.
wins the most pool noodles by the end of the?
Yes,
End
we
of
got
the
to
year.
keep track of that shit. Jeb, there you go. You're the leader of this fucking show. You got to do the tracking, baby.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty, alright.
Well, you all want to get into Guess That Brave?
Yeah, and then I think that's probably it. We could wrap up after that.
Yeah.
Alright, so my guy played in the major leagues for 15 years. He was with Atlanta a total of 3 years, from 2008 to 2010.
Kyle Farnsworth,
No,
Javier Vasquez.
no.
Omar and Fonte.
Okay. Pitcher.
Yes.
Omar Infante, baby.
Oh man, eat shit,
That's
shit,
the most
all of you.
fucking wild guess that you've ever had on this podcast. Congratulations, Jeb.
Are y'all surprised I didn't say Ben Sheets?
No, because he was only in 2008, bro.
I forget how good Ben Sheets was sometimes.
He was really good before he got hurt.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Jeb?
I'm creating this document so we can keep track of these people.
Ben's pool noodles.
Love
Yep.
that segment, bro.
Yeah.
I actually really like that one.
I love that segment. And then Off the Raft. Yeah, I like that one too.
All you got to do is just type Alex Verdugo and then put 1 next to his name, and then just change it every time he wins one.
I was changing, or I was doing it by votes and by day, but we can do that as well.
Yeah. We're just keeping track of who won it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Do we care about floaties?
nah.
No.
They're
Nobody cares about floaties?
We give them out when they're needed. We don't necessarily have to give
Okay,
floaties.
that's fair.
But
That's fair.
And it's only when we win a series.
Well, of course, I'm not going to give a fucking series MVP to Johnny McDick fuck for losing this series.
I absolutely cannot wait until we give a
We will definitely have an off the raft segment, though, for that series.
I cannot wait till we give a pool noodle to the other team. Just because we didn't beat them, they just beat themselves.
Yeah. Do we want to keep track of the off the raft?
It's up to you. We don't have to.
I'm going to. Screw it. I want to see how many times we can get Snit off the boat.
Or Sia at this point.
He's not playing, bruh.
He's not starting no more, boy. Nick Allen.
That's my shortstop.
That's my fucking shortstop. Dude, let me look up his Savant page real quick. I want to see what his defense is looking like, to be honest with you, because that motherfucker's quick.
He ain't hitting the ball hard, I'll tell you that.
Well, he didn't need to when you're fast as fuck and you're saving me runs. His base running is really cute. Yeah, he's still 86th percentile in OAA. His sprint speed actually is slower than Ozzy. That's shocking.
Jeb, why are you giving a face over there?
I'm not. I was just thinking.
That's
T-shirts. T-shirts should be coming in this week, so I'm gonna try to get those out to y'all and Greg and
T-shirts. We got T-shirts now. Shit.
Well, not like ordering them, but like for y'all.
Thanks, guy.
Dang, doing the fans dirty like that, not giving them the option.
If they want to, they can DM me and I'll order them and send them to them, and they can pay me for them. But,
there you go.
All right. Well, I don't have anything. Do either of y'all have anything?
Shout out to Didier Fuentes, who I can't remember what night it was. It was one night this past week. Pitched 5 innings of either 1 run or shutout ball with 9 Ks in for I want to say Class A Columbus. Real solid outing for him there. And then it's about all I got.
What's Craig Kimbrell looking like down there right now?
He made his season debut this past week as well in Columbus and pitched 1 inning and struck out 2, I believe. So, yeah, he'll be with the big league club before too long, I think.
I will say this: his breaking ball looked pretty fucking good.
Who gets the boot?
Yeah.
You got a couple options, right?
Before today, I would have said Pierce Johnson.
No.
Who is in the bullpen?
Nah, Pierce doesn't get.
You got Pierce, you got Bummer, you got Lee, you got Iggy. You know those guys are safe. Pierce,
Enyel De Los Santos, Daysbel Hernandez.
It's probably Daysbel because I think De Los Santos was he Rule 5?
No.
Got Montero.
I'll be honest with you. You can't get rid of that kid, man. He's been looking decent.
Mm-hmm.
Rafael Montero's been looking good. I don't know who you get rid of, man. That's tough.
I think it's got to be Daysbel. I think he's the only one with options. Yeah.
Unless somebody really shits the bed between now and then.
Unless it's Scott Blewett.
Yeah.
His baseball savant page looks fucking amazing. So I don't know why the Orioles got rid of him. For nothing.
I mean, I like Savant, but it's not an end all be all. Like, dude does give up a few homers. I think he gave up like 17 or something last year. Like, it was something crazy.
We can't check out what last year's looked like, huh?
On Savant, you can. Yeah, and on Baseball Reference.
He didn't have enough to qualify last year.
Well, look up his Baseball Reference. You can see from last year.
Okay.
I've heard he gives up a good amount of homers, but I could be wrong on that.
You're probably not. There's a reason why they got rid of him.
Ben, you're going to be on the Table Setters pod next week, is that right?
Yes, going to be on Table Setters pod next week. If y'all haven't checked them out, go listen to them. They're really good guys, really cool. All baseball pods. They're not specific to any team in particular, but they are having me on to talk a little Braves baseball, so hopefully this next week goes good and I ain't gotta be negative.
Amen. Jose, you got anything you want to touch on?
That's about it, man. I just hoping to keep this momentum going with the Cardinals. Hoping to see some more magic from Alex Verdugo. That's about it. We're looking up right now, which I'm knocking on wood as I'm speaking. So that's about all I got.
Ryan, I know you're looking up beat ref.
I'm kind of liking this guy. His FIP wasn't great. It was a 4, but his ERA plus was a 240 last year.
Could be a Pierce kind of guy whenever Pierce first came over.
Yeah, he threw 20 innings last year, so it's not bad. He had a .8 WAR, though, in 20 innings last year.
That's insane for a reliever.
That's what I'm saying.
Was he throwing, like, multiple innings, or just dicing guys up?
12 games, he had a 177 ERA in 20 and a third innings. He gave up 17 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 of them were homers, 8 walks in 20 innings, which isn't bad. He had 18 punchies in 20 innings. I kind of like it.
All right. Got to look forward to Scott Blewett, newest edition. You heard it here first. If y'all don't have anything else, I guess we'll see y'all in the next one.
Peace out.
Dude.
Deuces.